Sport. It's sport fever. Are you an athlete? Do you want to perform among the best team to the highest level? Here we're talking about the United States. You probably are accustomed of all the accolades. You're on the top of your field, or either you show great promises. We're talking about athletes and their visa. We're talking about sport. As you know, we have seen the Toronto Raptors becoming the NBA champion. But some of you probably have seen that one characteristic of these teams, and most of the teams of the NBA have basketball players, aka athletes, that actually are coming from other countries. You may be wondering, how is that possible? Today, I just want to tell you a little bit about sport visa. Sport visa, as you will learn, and I will get into more detail in our next Facebook Live, sometimes and most often fall into a few categories. You have the amateur athlete that is under the age of 18. Then you have the athlete that is trying to go from the amateur level to the collegiate level. Most of the time is between 18 to 22. Then you have the professional athlete. As we all know, those are the ones that we see on TV. And you also, let's not forget, an athlete does not make himself or herself. He needs coaches. We also have sport visa for coaches, for the team, for the people who actually are taking care of the athlete. And let's not forget, because we're talking about one category that have an athlete under the age of 18, parents who also are entitled to a visa as they accompany their child. Let's start to talk a little bit about it. And again, I'm not going to get into too many details. You know, this is a short video. Just wanted you to be a little bit comfortable and familiar with those different types of visa. My name is Annie Koloko. This video has been brought to you by Koloko Immigration Law. Thank you for watching this short video. The first one that I'm talking about is actually in the case of a young athlete under the age of 18. And you will see that if you have seen and heard the interview, this is exactly the path that was followed by the athlete that you've seen performing in the NBA that actually are coming from foreign country. Here we're talking about outside the United States. If an athlete want to come to the United States just for a competition, most of the time the type of visa that they will need will be a visitor visa, B1, B2, straightforward. If the athlete comes actually for a country that is actually have the visa waiver program, then they will not even need a visa. They will have what's called a waiver visa, meaning basically they can come to the United States, travel and attend the competition. So far so good. But now, what about athletes that are coming over 6 months? And this is exactly the patterns followed by some of these athletes in those NBA teams. Most of the time what happens is this athlete actually will come as student, F1 visa. But caveat, they need to go to a private school. And I will explain, obviously more in detail on Sunday, why is that. And that's a type of visa that they will need to have. Obviously, they need to maintain, they need to attend school. They cannot just come and perform. That's not the purpose of the visa. Another type of visa also that they can have is actually, at this point, they could go for a P visa. A P visa is a bit more complex, but this is something that's available to them as well. Now, obviously, the young athlete does not remain young. As we all know, we are getting older. Then the old athlete now try to go from amateur to collegiate, meaning now what we're looking at here is from 18 to 22. Same process somehow. If the athlete actually would like to come, on a short-term basis to attend a competition, then that's no problem. The B1 visa, B2 visa would be sufficient. If obviously the athlete is trying to come on a longer, period, a P visa would be actually more appropriate. Obviously, he has to show, if you have your P visa, that he has a recognition on an international level. That is a little bit more complex than somebody who will be attending an F1 visa. Okay? And then I will talk more about that, obviously, during my Facebook Live, because that will be the subject. Now, the third category we want to talk about is the professional athlete. As you can imagine, those are the guys that we see performing on the screen for, obviously, our delight and our pleasure. Those athletes, if they want to come to the United States because they're coming as professional, meaning that they will be actually paid for their performance, then they have to go and seek what is called an O visa. And there are some requirements about that are extremely complicated, obviously, because they have to demonstrate that they achieve a certain level, of fame and obviously of recognition in their field. That's extremely important. And there's also something that is actually quite interesting for those particular athletes is that they can acquire permanent residency in the United States. And there are several ways they can do that, several types of visa that they can have. Whether it's an EB1 and EB2, that's actually something, again, we will get into more detail when we talk about it on Sunday. Finally, don't forget, the athlete also come with a team. And the team, most of the time, have the coaches. And the coaches also have a specific type of visa as they accompany their athlete. And the visa that we'll be looking for the coaches that are supporting the athlete, and that could be several types. They could be H1B, they could be O1 visa, O2 visa, P1, P3. The list run the gamut. Obviously, that's something that is specific to the situation, to the case that actually comes before an attorney. And let's not forget, most important on the list are the parents of those athletes. Here, remember at the beginning of the video, we were talking about young athletes under the age of 18. Mom and dad can accompany their young athlete, no problem at all. But they need to maintain, obviously, a legal status. And they can have different type of visa. And they can go to even themselves having a student visa. They can have a visitor visa. They can have even an O1 or a P1 visa. See, there are a lot of options. And I know that for some of you, you may be thinking there is only the familiar family immigration visa, but no. I just wanted to tell you, for you guys who are maybe the next generation of either Pascal Siakam or either Serge Ibaka or whoever, or LeBron James for that matter, but you have to know, talk to mom and dad, then you may have options. And it's not only basketball, it's track and field, it's all type of athletes. This concludes my video. My name is Annie Koloko. We're always glad to hear from you. We do handle a lot of these cases. For some of you who need help in this particular matter, please contact our office at 716-200-1720, and obviously via email at info@kolokolaw.com. Obviously, you can also send us messages through Facebook Messenger for that matter. Don't forget, if you believe that this page may be helpful to someone, it may not be to you, but if you please forward, and also don't forget to like, share our Facebook page, Visa Girl, as well as our YouTube channel. Until then, until next time, I wish you well, be safe, thank you, goodbye.